Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter what time of the day it is that you're watching this. My name is Clarissa Young and I'm your Fab Motivator. That's F-A-B. I help other women find a simple balance when it comes to health, wellness, and prosperity. I'd like to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for liking, for commenting, for sharing my videos and joining me along my journey. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Super excited to be here. Yay, get a little light, right? I don't know if that's too bright. Super excited to be here today. It's Monday. Monday we chat with Rissa. Yes. I hope you guys are starting to get the hang of it and look forward to Mondays and the information and so forth. And I hope that the information that I share with you that you find beneficial. And if so, do me a huge favor, hit the bottom left share button, share this video, because there's somebody that's in your newsfeed that's on their fitness journey, and I'm sure they're like, macro who, nutritional label who, help me out, and this video is going to do so. Hello. So Facebook is like real delayed with letting me know who's here. I'm going to say hello, and then we're going to get right into it because I have a lot of good information here for you, okay? And so hello, Miss Carol. Good evening, sis. Hello, Miss Kathy, Miss Elenda, Miss Teresa. Hey, Miss Livia. Hey. Listen. It's more of you here, and that's all Facebook told me that was here. So say hello to me, and I can say hello back to you. Hello, Andrea. Hello. I know it's a little bit delayed as well. So after you share this button, the video, hit the button to share the video. Let me know so I can show you some love. Okay, so any of you ever feel like you've been dieting and been eating right, and the scale just will not move? Drop a 1 in the comment. If you've been dieting before at any given point, and you feel like, listen, I think I'm eating right. I feel like I'm eating the right stuff, but the scale just not move. Drop a 1 in the comment. If any of you feel like, okay, when I pick up the nutritional label, I have no clue what I'm looking at. I do not understand this whole calorie thing, how many calories I need, what's this protein thing. I do not understand it. Drop a 2 in the comments if that's you, okay? If any of you feel like I am eating and I feel like I am always tired and just do not have enough energy, drop a 3 in the comments, all right? If any of you feel like, listen, I feel like I am starving myself. I am always hungry and I'm scared to eat. Or maybe you are eating, but you still feel like I shouldn't be eating, or you feel like you're eating all day, drop a 4 in the comments, okay? And so if you dropped a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4, great news. I believe that this video is going to be able to help you. So let me look at the comments, and then we're going to go. And there, yes, we got some 1s in the comments. I see it. Good afternoon, Miss LaShonda. Hey, for St. Lucia in the house, Miss Sharon. Yes, Miss Brenda, Miss Melody. I see you, Miss Brenda. Miss LaShonda, I see you, Miss Joyce, Miss Carol, Miss Janice. Yes. Quintarla. All right, LaShonda. All right. Kanisha, Maylin, Sharon. All right, I see you guys. I see you. And so today I'm gonna go over the difference between carbs, fats, proteins, some of the different diets and so forth, and how to properly use them. As well as in this video, I have a few items here, such as popcorn and so forth, which I did eat. And I'm going to explain the nutritional label to you. I'm going to also tell you something that I start incorporating in my diet as of today, that I'm trying to test out, and we'll see how it goes, all right? And so let's jump into this information. All right, so first off, when you look on the nutritional label, some of the most important things that I like to look at when we look at the nutritional label is the calories, which almost everybody knows the calories. But even more so important than the calories to me is the carbs, the proteins, and the fats. Now, these day and age, carbs get a bad rep. and fats get a bad rep, right? And everybody's all for the protein, right? You always hear protein, 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 protein. Protein, you do need protein, but sis, you also need carbs and you also need fats. All of those make up your source of energy for your body. However, it's all about how you eat them, right? Because if you do high carb and high fat, you're going to gain weight. Okay. And so today I'm going to break that down to you a little bit. And so carbs. So someone drop carbs in the comment, and so somebody might be asking, okay, Clarissa, what are carbs? Carbs are your foods that help to fuel your body. Those are your grains. Maybe it's bread, maybe it's rice, maybe it's pasta, cereal, potato chips, donuts, cookies. Those are all carbs, right? But you have two different types of carbs, right? You have simple carbs and complex carbs. Those simple carbs are those ones that's packed with sugar. Those are the ones that we don't want to deal with. Thank you for dropping carbs in the comments, Miss Kathy. Those are the ones that we want to limit, right? But however, your whole grains, your wheat pasta, your brown rice, your sweet potatoes, your fruit, that's carbs. Your fruit, your vegetables, that's carbs. Those are good carbs. That's going to give your body the proper energy that it needs to do all the miraculous things that we do. Okay. Now, at one point, I'll also talk about how many you need. Okay, and it's a net flying. All right, so now you have fats. Let's move on to fats. Fats get a really bad rap. Drop fats in the comment. Fats are not bad, right? But you have different types of fats, right? You have saturated fat and trans fat, right? And then you want to watch the fats and make sure you have the healthy fats. But back in the day, they did so many studies and they thought fats was so awful. But actually, fat helps you to burn fat. Fat is what gives you energy to help you to burn fat. But again, if you couple fats in the comment, love it, love it, love it. But again, if you couple a high fat diet with a high carb diet, that's when you go up on the scale. So you gotta have to choose and see which one is right for your body to decide. Or you can do something that I'm doing, and I'll share with you at the end of this video what I'm trying. All right. And so fats, what are some healthy fats? Healthy, y'all can drop them in the comment too, and let's see if y'all know some. What are some healthy fats? And so avocado is healthy fat. Nuts, your cashews, your almonds, peanuts, those are healthy fats. Healthy fats. My mind just went blank. Your oils, such as your olive oil, your coconut oil, those are healthy fats. Eggs have healthy fat. Salmon, there we go. Salmon is a very fatty fish, but it's good omega 3 fat, which is a good fat for you. Yes. The skin and so forth on your meat, that's fat. Okay, you want to watch it. But however, letting you know that is fat. Okay. Let's see, more fats, Rissa, more fats. Off the top of my head, that's what I got right now off the top of my head, but you can Google fats and look up healthy fats. It's a ton of them. Cheese, is healthy fats. Milk has healthy fat in it, as long as you're getting the full fat. If you go for a low fat, then of course it wouldn't have it, right? Tuna is one of the fish. It's considered a white fish, I want to say, Miss Melody, and I don't believe it has as high fat. I left my can of tuna in there. I didn't bring the can of tuna, but I want to say tuna does not have as high ratio of fat, but it has really good protein. It has really good protein in it, which is what we're going to get to next. And so protein. You want to have your protein. Your protein is great for helping you build muscle. Your protein fats is also good for helping you to stay full longer and not be as hungry as well. Protein helps you to build muscle. It also helps to curb the sugar cravings, as well as protein helps you to stay full longer as well too. So does the carbs, because the carbs is a lot of times where the fiber comes in. Okay. So proteins, right? Meats have protein. That's from your seafood meats to your beef and poultry and pork and so forth have protein. Eggs have protein. Greek yogurt has great amounts of protein. Your vegetables have protein, right? Not as high as meat, but it does have protein. Your beans, your nuts has protein. Your protein is in a lot of different places. And so sometimes we think that we have to eat all this meat to be able to get our protein. And it's not necessarily true. That you can get it in so many other ways. Good night. Peanut butter. Peanut butter has protein. Yes. Thank you, sis. Yes. So protein and a lot of different things as well. Beans have the proteins. Yes. As a matter of fact, I had beans today because when I tell you guys what I'm doing, I'm having a hard time doing it. And I found out that beans were one of those foods that's high in carbs and high in protein and low in fat. And so I had the beans today, and I'll tell you. Okay, so you may be asking, okay, well, Clarissa, how many carbs do I need? How many proteins do I need? How many fats do I need? Everybody on here, Miss Joyce is different, Miss Kimberly is different, Miss Melody is different. Everybody's body is different for how many numbers that you need. A lot of times we go by what we call a ratio. And so your ratio is composed of 100% to be full. And you can break it down. Let's say if you were doing a low carb diet, maybe you may do 30% carbs, 10% fat, and 60% protein, right? So that equals 100%. And so when you eat your food, that means 60% of your calories should be in the form of a protein, right? Because it's so much information, y'all, and I don't want to over science y'all in this video. But that's how they come up with the number. So let's say something has 150 calories in it. And so it's X amount of calories is protein, X amount of calories is carbs, X amount of calories is this, and then they couple that all together to get that top number, okay? And so let's say if you're doing low carb and you do 60% protein, so that means 60% of however many calories that you can have for today. Now, how many can Miss Ali have is different from how many Clarissa can have, because Miss Ali works out a lot, right? And so maybe she's burning a lot of calories, right? And so she can eat more because she has a very active lifestyle. You know, also your age plays a role. How much you weigh play a role. The heavier you are, the more you are allowed to eat. Why? Because it takes more for your body to operate. Like to lift up this 50-pound arm, it takes a little bit more energy, you know, to pump blood through this full body. It takes a little bit more energy. And so therefore my body gives me a little bit more to be able to eat versus someone that's more petite, right? And so all of that plays a part, right? And so it's hard to tell you need 20 grams of carbs, but however you can do ratios. Okay. And so from there, I recommend using an app. There's free apps, such as the Lose It app or the MyFitnessPal. I'm leaning more towards MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal. Drop it in the comments. MyFitnessPal. I'm leaning more toward that app because it's wonderful. It's really nice. It's a free app that you can use whether if you have Android or Apple. Androids, right? I don't know how y'all do Apple phones, but anywho, but so shouts out to the Androids, but Lord, help me focus. So the app is going to allow you to put in there your age, your height, your weight, how active you are. All of that information is going to allow you to put in there. And then it's going to compute and tell you how many calories that you should have each day. And then you can go set your goals and tell it what type of diet that you're going to have. If you're doing a low carb diet, if you're doing a high fat diet, a low fat diet, if you're doing a Mediterranean diet, if you're doing so many different ones, right? It's so many different ones. And it's up to us to see what works for our body. And in that season as well. A lot of times people ask me, Clarissa, what are you doing? Like, I switch it up for a few reasons. I switch it up for one, because I get bored. Somebody's upset. I switch it up for one, because I get bored sometimes, as well as you have to switch it up because sometimes your body gets used to certain things that you do, and then this body is a machine and it wants to regulate. And what I was explaining to like one of my coaching clients, like, let's say you weigh 180 pounds. Your body wants to help keep you at 180 pounds. Your body doesn't understand that, oh, your joints are hurting because you're 180 pounds and you're cutting your carbs because you're trying to lose weight to help these joints. Like, your body doesn't understand that. Your body is all about helping you survive and all about helping you have normality. And so while you're trying to lose weight, your body is kind of like, no, like, we need to keep our normality right here. And so, you have to switch it up sometimes. Okay. So what did I start doing? And then if y'all want me to go over the nutritional label, I'll go over the nutritional label as well. Do you have a cutoff time for the day that you don't eat anymore? I don't. Ideally, I try, most of the time I intermittent fast between 12 and 9 is what I try to stick to. I do find myself, and then most of the time I go to bed like at 1 o'clock in the morning. And sometimes I do still have something. But what I do try to make sure that if I have something, that is something more so light and something on the healthy spectrum, especially since I fast. And so, yeah, because if I'm hungry, I eat, and it's all about how much you eat and what you eat. Ideally, they tell you, now you ask me what I do, but ideally they do tell you, thank you so much, Miss Ramona, they do tell you to not eat within 3 hours of getting ready to go to bed. That gives your body enough time to burn off those calories. But you asked, do Rissa eat after a certain time? And that was Rissa's answer, okay? And so, what am I trying? I'm trying carb cycling. Carb cycling. Drop carb cycling in the comments. Carb cycling. Carb cycling is a way of confusing the body, right? And so, and I just started this today, so we're going to see how it go. I've heard of it before, but like now I want to really, you're welcome. I want to really try it, and I'm plugging my food into my app, and I'm going to really see how I go. All right. Yes, Miss Verona. Okay, so carb cycling is when you eat high amount of carbs, which is scary, right? Because we've been told low carb, right? So you eat high carb, but however, the high carbs is not bad carbs. You want to eat good stuff, your multi-grains, your brown rice, sweet potatoes, those stuff, not donuts and chips and stuff like that, right? But so you have high carb, and on the day that you have high carb, you're also going to strength train, lift weights. Yes, I bought me some 10-pound weights. Lord help me, I'm moving from 5 to 10 pounds. Help me. But your girl trying to get lean, right? And so on those days, you do heavier weights and so forth. If you go look at all the nice lean people, this is what they're doing. And so we're about to try it too, okay? You can try it and see what happens. And so you do a high carb day on Monday. Then I think I put this in our group. If I haven't, I plan to drop it in there. Then on our Fabwork Sisters group. Then on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, you do I'm trying, Miss Melody. You do a low carb, high fat. Okay, remember I said you can't do both on the same time, right? And I think that's a mistake that a lot of us make, that we do the high fat and the high carb at the same time, and then that's when we don't lose weight. And so you do a low carb, high fat on the next 3 days, and you're keeping the protein pretty much consistent across the board, which is not easy. Compared to what they're recommending for your protein, they're recommending about 1 gram of protein per pound that you weigh. That's a lot of protein. And I'm like, how the heck I'm supposed to get all this protein but stay away from fat? That's been the hard part today. Like, when you really take the time to really plug your food in and look at everything you eat, you like, OMG, this has such and such in it, and you didn't know that it had so much of something in it until you really get to plugging in and looking at it and understand it. But like, yeah, because most of the time I'm so used to doing a low carb diet, and so you can have the meat, and meat most of the time doesn't have much carbs. But now I'm looking at a lot of the meat that I have high fat, and I'm supposed to be doing low fat today. So I'm like, Lord Jesus, what can I eat? And I'm below on my calories. Like, I gotta eat. Okay. I got lost. All right. And then you get to Friday, right? And Friday goes back to, because you got Monday, if anybody's writing it, Monday is high carb, low carb, low carb, low carb, high carb, and then low carb, low carb. So that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. High carb, low carb, low carb, low carb. Go trick the body. High carb. How's it tricking the body? What happens is, again, remember, this body is trying to normalize you and keep you stable, right? And so why this body is trying to keep you stable, so you jump up high carbs, right? And then now tomorrow, because I've eaten healthy high carbs, tomorrow my body is like, gotta burn this carbs, because Rissa's about to eat high carbs again. And so now my body has set itself up into gear to burning all these carbs tomorrow. But then I'm gonna be like, oops, psyched you, ain't gonna do that. No. So now it still needs to burn all these carbs. So guess what? It's gonna go get these love handles. It's going to get some of these inner thighs and so forth. Yes. And so that's the plan. Right? And then you do that for 3 days. And then you come back and you shock it again, right? And you go back to the high carbs again. And then here go the body again. Like, okay, let's do this again, right? And then you go right back to the low. And then it's gone. Go eat some other stuff that you're trying to get it to eat, right? But the key is making sure that you do the macros right. Because if you don't eat the right way, you won't replenish the right things, and you won't have the body go seek after the right things. Let me explain that. And so if you're trying to get the body to rid carbs, but you're packing carbs in your mouth, the body is not going to take carbs from the body, because the body already has carbs that you're eating. And so it's going to process what you eat before it processes what you got sitting here. And so we have to not eat it to have it to come from here. That makes sense. All right. Yes, ma'am, Miss Ramona. Yes, ma'am. All right. So that's what I have for you. I do have a few different items here that I can read off the nutritional label. If anybody wants me to go into information and so forth, I'll go over 1 or 2 of these labels. If so, drop some thumbs up inside the comment and I'll go over it. If y'all like, okay, information overload, let's do the nutritional label next week or so, we can do that as well too. Totally up to y'all. And I need to refill my water bottle. be hungry. I understand. I understand. We all be. I'm going to try out this thing that's supposed to help with cutting the sugars. One of the sisters sent it to me. I ordered it. And so let me try it out for a little while. And if it works how it says it do, I don't want nobody to waste their money. If it works how it says it do, I got it from Amazon, then I'm going to, I'll talk about it next week. All right, sisters. Awesome sauce. Looks like everybody have enough information. I love you all so much. Enjoy the rest of, did those thumbs up mean y'all wanted me? If you wanted me to do it, tell me to say it inside the comment, because I don't know if those thumbs up meant to say it or what. I don't know. All right. What about the Goli apple cider vinegar? I personally not a fan of it, personally, because when I tried it, I didn't find that it did anything for me. Again, they taste so good that I wasn't really consistent with them, and I kind of felt like I shouldn't be eating them, and so I didn't really eat them all that much, and so probably not a fair review of them either, but in general, I'm not crazy about them. Yeah. Okay. Awesome sauce. All right, sisters. Love you all so much. The name of the app is the MyFitnessPal app. All right. MyFitnessPal app. All right. Love you. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. You're welcome. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. And I shall talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.